Welcome back to All Stars TV. Another interview with one of our team captains as we build up to the 2024 edition. It's at the Bauer Arena at Sheffield from August 2 to 4, Friday night launch, and then 2 fantastic days of All Stars ice hockey. Delighted to be joined tonight by captain of our Help for Heroes All Stars. It's Mel Bosworth. Melissa, thank you for joining us on All Stars TV.
Always a pleasure, Craig.
Pleasure's ours, as always. Also, we've been checking in with the captains. It's 4 or 5 weeks until puck drops in Sheffield. How's 2024 going for our Heroes All Stars?
It's a really good year for us. So we actually have a lot of fresh blood on the team this year. So it's there's a lot of new people keeping it interesting, and old veteran players that are still in the ranks that are showing the new guys the ways. And it's really exciting so far for us.
And the fundraising, obviously, as a total, we've just recently passed the 100,000, which is, I've said a few times, you kind of get blasé about it now, which you should never get blasé. It's a fantastic achievement, but 100,000 combined, and Help for Heroes obviously playing their part in that as well.
Yeah, it is, like I say, it's a combined total. It's a combined effort for everybody involved on and off the ice. I mean, I'm super proud of my guys, and you always come into this with a total in mind, something you really want to, a target you want to smash to the previous year. And at the end of the day, anything that you can raise for a charity is, they appreciate it, and you should always feel good about yourself. But we've recently had a great boost this year from some of our off ice fundraisers, and I think we've already smashed last year's total, and like you say, 5 weeks to go. We're hopeful of not only just passing our original target, but setting ourselves a new one as well.
Yeah, I think it was just this week as Hero Bear made his appearance in the chat and dropped his fundraising into our pot as well. So he's finally joined the party.
It was the biggest mic drop we've had yet. He came in and smashed it all with a almost £6,500 fundraising total that he added to what we already had. So we're now surpassed the £14,000 mark, which is absolutely incredible, because I think that's roughly where we were at the end of All Stars last year. So to be past that mark before we've even got on the ice it's such a morale booster for the team as well. And yeah, Hero Bear has come in and really helped set the bar a little bit higher to give us all a bit of a push to see what we're really made of now.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. All of the teams are, as the overall total suggests, all of the teams are knocking it out of the park this year. In terms of the fundraising, what we've noticed over the last few years, particularly since the thing we don't talk about from that stopped everything for a couple of years, people are doing more kind of bigger events, like set piece things. That it's not just, I'm not decrying the coffee mornings and the asking friends and family and quizzes and things, but they seem to be doing a lot more kind of bigger ideas, and your guys have had the same sort of ideas and challenges, and yourself was no different.
Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, like you say, you can't take away from the family and friends and we work colleagues in the local businesses, because at the end of the day, they're your bread and butter. That's how you get the ball rolling, and that's they're the people that you rely on year in, year out to show you support, not only financially to the charity, but also like psychologically and mentally as well. They're a big push. But yeah, we have, now that we're allowed back out into the world, and all these plans that were put on hold because of the thing we don't talk about, people have been really able to pull some full stops out this year. So we have one of our new heroes. So she's an All-Stars vet, but she's a new hero. So Emma Adams has joined the Heroes lineup this year. And she'll be hosting a live band evening at the City Arms in Cardiff in July, which we're hoping lots of people go down to. It'll be a great night. They've got some great music and some fun things going on, so that's going to be fantastic. We've got usual bake sales, some local companies who have donated raffle prizes for people to be able to raffle those off with scratch cards and such. We have one of our assistant captains, so Michael Lorimer. He's a second year All-Star, and he's currently on his way back to Fife virtually. So he is doing a virtual bike ride from Fife Arena, where is his home pad, to Sheffield and then back again. The original challenge he set himself was just Fife to Sheffield, that he didn't think was far enough. So in true style. Well, having done 3 peaks last year, he didn't think that that was enough. So he set himself a challenge to make it all the way back again. And this is around a full-time job, you know, having a personal life, family and everything else. And he's on his bike every single day, you know, regardless of whether he's been out the night before. And he's putting his miles in, and he's now well on his way back. And I think he's going to be in the next couple of days completing that leg back to 5. So keep an eye on those Heroes social medias, because we'll be covering that. And yeah, like you said, myself, for the past few years, I keep saying I'm going to do it, and life gets in the way. But this year we finally managed to make our way to Snowdon, and my husband and I, who plays for Team Prostate, we actually did Snowdon in full ice hockey kit on a very sticky and humid day, which was no easy feat. And so yeah, it was we raised lots of money doing that between the two of us as well, and we had lots of support from our friends, family, and from work colleagues as well. So it was tough, but it was, like I say, it's for a good cause. So it was really, really good fun.
Yeah, and it was great to see that. Obviously, you did the as you're going up, you had the updates as you're doing on social media stories and stuff, and it looks. I mean, it's something again I've never done. It, like you say, you always, oh, I'll go there and I'll go there and I'll go there, and it, like you say, life gets in the way. I know my sister's done Snowdon. Obviously, you've done Snowdon, not in hockey kit, but you know, but it is a bucket list thing, and it looks fantastic. And I say to do it for that charity to add to your coffers is brilliant. In terms of your team, you've mentioned a few kind of newbies and people moving over from other teams. Obviously, this year we've extended the rosters, so we've got 4 lines now. So we've allowed a lot more people to take part, because the applications last year were off the scale as you would expect. So yeah, you're full roster now, and you say any kind of standouts, say from returnees or newbies?
Yeah, so this year for the first time I've extended my assistant captain circle to include 3 assistant captains. I know other teams have always done that. I've tended to keep mine quite small group, you know, but this year that I thought that there were some returning players that some have been there longer than I have, others have joined after myself, but I felt that they've really contributed to the team, and these are people that made last year's captaincy for me as my first one so much easier. And I felt that they needed rewarded, not just for the dedication to All Stars and to the charity fundraising they'd done up until then, but also for the support that they'd given me and the morale boost that they've given to the team as well. So we have Stevie Lewis, who's returning as assistant captain this year. Michael Lorimer, this is going to be his second All Stars. This is our cycling champion. He'll be stepping up for the first time as assistant. And Jess Leslie, our Gosport girl. So she's been with Heroes for many years now. You know, she's got naval connections herself down that part of the country, and you know, she always really puts her heart and just soul into every part of the weekend, from you know, from the night before to building everybody up on the game day to the team nights out, just generally just oozes All Stars, you know, attitude. So she was definitely one of the first people on my pick for my roster. So it's really exciting to have that support team around me this year as well. We've got some new people that have also joined as well, like you say. So we've got our very own real life cowboy from Texas. So we have an American joining the roster this year. So William Nolan is going to be joining us as a first-time All-Star, currently based down in Gosport. So again, some more naval connections and some forces connections joining the team, which at the end of the day is what it's all about, getting people who are not only like personally connected, but passionate about, you know, the Help for Heroes charity and the work that we do, and who can appreciate why we're doing what we're doing, which is always a benefit, I guess, for the team. We're also bringing in quite a few new people this year, like you say. So we have some not just newbies, but some quite young blood bringing it in and injecting a little bit of, I guess, young blood life into All Stars. And so just making sure that All Stars, the All Stars tournament, it carries on living through for the next generation. So we've got some new players coming in from the Nottingham base, my daughter being one of them. A couple of players coming in that will be joining us, the 18-19-year-old range. So they'll be giving us older dogs a little bit of a run for our money at the weekend, which is going to be really exciting. And it's going to be fun to kind of pass that All Stars torch over to them as well, so they can experience their first All Stars, really learn what it's about, rather than just hearing about it on the build up and then, you know, just living it and running loose with previous years. So I think this is actually the first year that Team Heroes has had a mother-daughter combo. We've had father-sons previously, and I know other teams have got mother-daughters, but this will be the first Heroes year. So me and my daughter will be stepping out on the ice together. So I'm really, really excited to have not only her on my team, but her and my husband at the same tournament as well. This will be the first time my whole family's on the ice.
Yeah, no, that's brilliant. I say bringing the young ones as well, not just your daughter, but the younger ones. You can just kind of set them away. You do all the running, you do all the skating, and then just let us relax. And,
Exactly.
yeah.
I'll just shout from the bench.
but having the family, obviously, there's a few families around the All Stars teams that you'll see a lot of the same names, and obviously having you and your husband and your daughter in the same tournament is going to be fab for yourselves as well. Talking about that family feel, obviously we're back in Sheffield, first time since 2018. Hopefully making All Stars accessible to a new audience or a different audience. Obviously, you can't travel down to Cardiff. If people are still thinking about coming down, obviously, as we say, it's the 2nd to the 4th of August in Sheffield. People still kind of on the fence. Why should I come down? Why? What's it all about? What would you say to them to get them to come down and spend a bit of time with us?
It's just a great family ice hockey weekend. Like you say, whether it's you're a regular season holder for your local team, whether you're a hockey parent traveling around the country, or whether you're just curious about hockey in general, or just curious, like you support the charities that are playing there that weekend. It's just such a welcoming, inviting environment to be in. You know, there's no egos. They get checked at the door. It's all about everyone just coming together and celebrating the sport. And raising awareness and money for the charities. And I really do think that regardless of your background, whether you're a hockey fan or not, it's just such an infectious environment to be around. And if you're not sure, but you're in the area, just come down for the day. What's the worst that can happen?
That's it. And Sheffield's a big hockey town. Obviously, Nottingham, where you're from, same. But Sheffield's got the Steelers, the Steel Dogs, the women's program, the junior program, the para, the universities, the whole thing, the rec, everything's in. Sheffield's got pretty much every part of the hockey family covered. So if we get the Sheffield family to support as well, it would be getting the fans in the stands would be fantastic to support. So talking to Joe from Blue Bellwood, and he said being a captain is different, which I thought was a very interesting word to use. But your second year as an All Stars captain, better than year one?
I'll be honest, I'm dreading my first year not as a captain. As a hockey mum and a quite hands-on as a profession, I'm a manager as a profession. So for me, it's a role that I slipped quite easily into. My first year was the last Sheffield year, so the 2018, and I came in as a player. Did 2 years just as a player, and then my first year for Heroes, they promoted me to assistant within I think 2 months of being allocated to the team, just because of how I was inputting and fundraising and just involved with the team. So I think for the previous captain, it was quite a good choice for him. Like, he found it quite easy to hand the reins over to me because he knew I was as passionate about it as he was. So I don't know. I just really enjoy it. I think the thing I struggle with the most is giving control to my assistants, which they'll probably say, and probably not asking for help as much as what I should do. But it's a cause that's extremely close to my heart, as you guys know, with everything, having grown up overseas most of my life as a forces dependent with the Royal Air Force. My brother's own incident that is my biggest obviously push to my fundraising with his amputations and everything through his Air Force career. It's just something I take on really well. I don't like sitting still and not doing much. So it's a perfect time for me. My daughter's hockey season is currently on hiatus for the off ice season, so I had to fill my time doing something.
So it's kind of, it's off season, but so Alia can play. It's like her pre-season, post-season, warm up, warm down, whatever.
This is it.
And
Summer is tourney season for us, so yeah, it's great.
Keeps you out of mischief, or as best we can. If there is such a thing at All Stars as being not out of mischief. But no, it's fantastic to catch up, Melissa, and to hear about the Health for Heroes team. Looking forward to seeing the gang on the ice. Just as I mentioned, going on the ice, remind that the thing we didn't talk about was the jerseys again this year. We've talked to the captains again. Crosscheck smashed it for us again. The designs,
Yeah.
The classic red, white, and blue on the top, the shorts, the socks. That it's kind of it kind of screams Health for Heroes, and it's a smart shirt again.
Thank you. It was something, again, this is where I comes down to the not being able to give up control. Crosscheck have been fantastic, and as captains, they were fantastic. They came in and said, you can design it, you can get help, you can do whatever you want, we're here for you guys. And having been given the freedom to design another jersey was a real big boost for me, because it meant that I was trusted to not only represent the charity but also represent the tournament and put my ideas across, having spoken with my team and stuff as well. So it's been really well received by the team. Crosscheck have been fantastic in just bringing my little idea to life and making it a reality, and being on hand for guidance and stuff as well. But this year I wanted to focus on another branch. So whereas last year we went with the winter camo, this year we wanted to hit the navy camo and just keep it within the Help for Heroes family, but like you say, the red, white, and blue, and really focus on drawing attention to another branch and paying homage to another area of our service forces.
Yeah, and the last couple of years, All Stars, the jerseys, having that freedom, it's allowed teams to put little things on that mean a lot to the team and to the charity. So you've had like the mind ones, for example, or the mental health hockey ones this year. They've got stripes on the arms and stripes on the body, and they mean things with regards to mental health. You got British Heart Foundation have got hearts on their sleeve, so they're literally wearing the heart on their sleeve, and you've been able to add little tweaks to your own jerseys, which mean, like you say, it's Royal Navy colours this year, but it's specific to your cause and your charity, and it's that's freedom to add that is been brilliant from Crosscheck the last couple of years.
Yeah, and like I say, they are really, really fantastic with the merchandise. So we've been very lucky this year, again, where they've supported us with being able to do that fan merchandise, because it's not just the players at the end of the day that are putting the jersey on and jumping on the ice in our kits. Our friends and family, and even the businesses that sponsor us. So we've been so fortunate again this year that I think we've got about between £3,000 and £4,000 just from companies who want their branding on our jerseys, to show their support for us. Where even they're asking, can we have a t-shirt, can we have a hoodie, can we have a baseball cap? So obviously got our nice baseball caps this year as well. So this year Team Help for Heroes are really going to be going out, and there's going to be no doubt where we are when we're in the arena.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic to see. And I say all of the jerseys, we're going to be talking to Pete as well in this series, and all of the jerseys, once again, when we saw the reveal, they're just outstanding, and seeing them on the ice will be fantastic in a few weeks' time as well. Well, it's great catching up, Melissa. Thank you for your time as always. Best luck for the rest of the fundraising these last few weeks, and we look forward to seeing you and the gang on the ice in Sheffield in just a few weeks' time.
Counting down, can't wait.